topics, though.
All right, welcome back to another episode of the Faddah Figures podcast.
Yup.
Kevin is
Mavs.
in the mainland.
Hey, when's he coming back?
I have no idea when he's coming back. He just went up there though, so.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I saw his pictures. But I just gotta say, how about them Mavs?
Did they win? I didn't see any games. Did they win?
Yeah, I saw the score. I'm gonna watch the highlights.
Okay.
But they won.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. So I had my doubts. I still don't think they're gonna win the series.
But at least it's not a sweep. Swept. Yeah, I thought it was gonna sweep at first.
Yeah, but oh boy, if we win this next game, tied 2-2. Oh, it's gonna be a tough one.
It'll be good. But after the first two games, I thought there was no chance.
Yeah.
For them.
It was pretty bad. It was definitely pretty bad. It was not looking good for the Mavs for sure. But yeah, Luka can't be scoring freaking 40, 50 freaking points every game. Like dude, that's just crazy. You're gonna kill yourself.
Yep. But it's been a minute.
Yeah, for sure.
You have any updates on what?
Man, dude, I feel like I don't remember the last time we did this. But I do want to make a shout out to my man Bryce. If you listening, I heard. Binge watching, so I just want to make a shout out to you, bro. Appreciate the support. Maybe we can have you on the show one of these Fridays. But besides that,
anything going on with you since
her pregnancy, it's weird. This time around, like with Maddie, she was like great. Like she didn't have any morning sickness. She felt fine. Feet wasn't swollen, but man, with this one,
they do say the second one is harder.
It's a lot.
They say it's harder.
Brutal. Not on the morning sickness aspect, but just body aches, appetite, feet. So we just had our second. What was it? So Diana, she's high risk, because of her age. So we went to go do this ultrasound where they do all the measurements, make sure the neck, head, and test for autism and whatever, all those little things, make sure they have all their fingers and stuff. So we just had that, and everything's healthy, so that's good. Doctor said hey, brain's all good size, heart's strong. It was funny, he was I don't know what the heck I was looking at, but he was hey, you see this? He was pointing it out. He's oh, these are his thighs. You see that thing right there? That's his pecker. I was oh, it's the boy. It's definitely that's for sure. It's gonna be a boy. But you guys haven't found out yet.
No, she has the gender ultrasound later this month. I think the 19th.
Nice.
And then we're gonna do a reveal with everybody, so we'll find out with everybody at the same time.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I was gonna ask you. I was are you gonna find out at the ultrasound, or are we gonna keep it a secret and then find out at the reveal?
No, we'll keep it a secret and then we'll find out with everybody. Just so it's pretty cool. It's a cool suspense thing.
Yeah, that's cool. Have you guys thought of but that's pretty much. I can't think of anything else right now. But what about you? How's everything with?
Oh, I've had COVID, or I did have. I don't know. But me and Shazen had COVID, and boy, the symptoms itself wasn't anything extra for us.
Yeah, that's good.
It was pretty straightforward. And it didn't last very long. But it's just isolating yourself, bro, from
that's tough.
From everybody else. And it's just, man, it's the little things too. So we're lucky enough to have a spare bedroom. But the spare bedroom only has a futon, a fold up couch and futon thing.
Yeah.
And it's not made for you to sleep in it, bro. It's horrible. So it's just the little things like that. You don't realize it's so as soon as we came back from the ER, I was I went straight to the room. I'm fine, I gotta isolate. So I went straight to the room. We have a second bathroom, that that the isolated person can use. So it was easy to isolate, but just and that spare room is like it's not cleaned up or anything. It's like all of our extra junk and stuff is in there. So it's like
Yeah.
there's not a lot of space to move around, and it's just like it's horrible. I was like, to me, that part was harder. And then when Shazen got it 2 days after me, he had to come in the room with me. So
Yeah.
there's two of us in the room, and we're just like, man, dude, it's crazy. That was
Honestly,
to me, that was harder than anything. It's just like being stuck in the room forever.
yeah, for sure, man. Like I was talking to Diana. I was like, bro, if I got it, I'm sorry. We're a team. We're all gonna get it.
You
No,
gotta,
Diana probably kicked me out. Like, no, you're not gonna
yeah,
give
like
me
bro, like for a split second, I thought about going to a hotel.
that.
I was like, because that bed was horrible. My bed was
Yeah.
horrible.
Actually, that's honestly, if I got it, man, and Diana
Yeah,
doesn't have it, because I mean, obviously, if Diana and me have, if we both have it,
yeah, yeah.
like Maddie's so young, like we're not gonna freaking have her corn. Like it's
Uh
like
huh.
I don't know. But yeah, if I got it and she didn't have it, I'd probably go to a hotel because our house is just so small. Like there's no way to
Yeah.
do
But I
that.
just wasn't like I know before like they had hotels where you could go to
Hmm.
when you had it, but I didn't want to like have it and then go to a hotel and like risk them, infecting them and stuff.
Yeah,
So I
yeah, for
wasn't sure. And like the first couple of days, bro, I was just super tired, so I didn't want to like make the phone calls and like figure it out. I'm sure I could have figured it out and everything, but it was just so tiring. But I thought about that for a second. I was like, did my mother just go to a hotel and just like sleep in the hotel?
yeah. Dude, I don't know. I'm just counting down the days. I mean, it's only what 2 more weeks of school left.
Mhm.
So I keep telling myself, I'm like, man, I'm not in contact with a lot of kids. But what? It's gonna be like the last day of school.
Yeah.
All these kids gonna give it to me. I'm like, damn.
That's crazy. Like we couldn't figure out like where we got it from.
Yeah.
Like we tried to be super cautious and it's
You just never know now, man.
yeah.
Honestly, like, dude, coming from Georgia back, I was freaking out.
Yeah.
Only because like you don't have to wear masks anymore, really. So like
Uh-huh.
on the plane, I'm just like, dude, we're like literally in this tube where
But
air
I've
just
heard people say that the planes nowadays are supposed to be safer because they have all those new filters in
okay.
it. I've never thought about it that way, but
Yeah.
I've seen another guy on YouTube
I
in the
was just like
mainland.
literally I was in my row and the people in front and behind me, I think I was the only person wearing a mask. Like
Yeah.
the lady next to me wasn't wearing a mask. Lady right to me wasn't. I was just like freaking
Yeah.
whatever. So I was like, if they were
Crazy,
wearing a
yeah.
mask, I'd feel a little bit more safe. But I was like, I'm not taking mine off. Like
Yeah. Yeah. That's
you're
what's
like
crazy,
really,
yeah.
you're like really close to me. I don't know who the hell you are. Like, and you give it to me, I'm be hell pissed.
But I've heard that's what I've heard one person's thoughts was the airplane is supposed to be safer because they have these new filters and stuff.
I guess that makes sense. But I mean,
But
I don't know how that would work though, because
it's
it's like,
the airport itself though
yeah,
is where you're probably most
because if I'm
exposed.
talking,
Yeah,
does
because
it
it's the
suck
droplets,
the air
right?
into the filter? I feel like it's just out there.
But it's droplets. Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
droplets that's supposed to be. That's
because I
why
don't feel
it's
like there's air getting sucked into a filter. I mean, I'm sure the plane has a filter. I'm sure.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
But they also say it's droplets that where
Yeah,
you pass it from each other. So it's not like you're like you said the droplets are getting sucked up.
yeah. So that's just interesting.
But
But
it's also crazy because Shani didn't get it at all.
yeah, that's what I was surprised. You told me,
That was crazy.
I was like, wow, how did she not? I was like, because I was
Yeah,
more worried about her too, because the baby. Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
what's
That's
that?
why.
I was like, whoa, that's scary. But all
But it's
right.
weird. That's why it's weird how it worked. Like we were just so like grateful but confused. Like
Well, I'm glad that you guys are safe, man.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's just interesting. Like, it's like, man, if I do get it, it's like, man, I wonder how my body's gonna react because you just never
yeah,
know.
yeah,
There's
yeah,
people that are like unhealthy that are great, and there's people that
yeah.
are healthy and freaking just looks like they're dying. So I'm
Well,
just like,
hopefully now, like I could be totally wrong. This is just like my gut feeling, but I feel like nowadays you hear more cases of people just having mild symptoms
yeah. Well,
as
'cause
opposed to the beginning where it was like really
a lot more people got the vaccine and stuff, and I think it's just the strands or whatever. And
yeah, it's getting weaker or whatever. It's like not as potent.
For sure.
But that was crazy.
Yeah. Oh yes, please. Um.
So, do you have any topics? I have a topic.
Uh. Yeah, I got a couple. What's your plan for Mother's Day, bro? I hope you didn't forget.
I mean, we didn't forget, but we don't have a plan. Like, because we just had COVID, so it's like stressed out.
Yeah.
Like we just didn't have anything planned. Like even like you guys want to have dinner, but at that time, like I feel like now looking back at it today, I was like, man, I could have went to dinner, but at the time, like I overreacted because I don't know, like that's the second thing. So like when you have it, it's like you don't want to spread it to anybody,
Well, you want to be responsible. Like you don't want to
and
just.
then yeah, and then they say like, and then now the new guidelines is like 5 days then you can go out with a mask if you have no symptoms, and then like after 10 days you're supposed to be like
Not contagious
not
anymore.
contagious, yeah. But it's just like it's still like you just don't like want to
You don't
like
want to be
take
that
any
guy,
extra, yeah,
and you give it to some. Like I would feel horrible if I had it,
yeah,
and
yeah,
whatever. It's past 10 days, and I go out and I
yeah,
give it to you. You
yeah,
give it to Shazen, and Shazen like
yeah,
literally gets hospitalized. I'd be like,
yeah. It would feel bad, so I was like,
there's nothing I can do. I'd be like, oh man,
yeah,
that's like the worst case scenario.
yeah.
Yeah. So I
Yeah,
feel you.
even back then, like we didn't think of doing anything for Mother's Day because we're just like at the time we're like, I don't know if we're like comfortable to be around people because we haven't really hung out with anybody still yet.
Yeah.
I mean, we've gone out to the mall and stuff, but just haven't been in like a group of people.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I mean, we don't have anything planned. I think we have something planned. I think next weekend. I think that's
Hmm.
Saturday. Because my father-in-law's birthday, so I think we're just celebrating Mother's Day, just getting them all knocked out with
Yeah.
one.
Did
So
you get Dana a gift?
yeah, I got her flowers, and then
Oh, okay.
it's actually interesting. So like, I want to say like maybe I think it was last Father's Day. No, it had to be my first Father's Day. Diana got me this customized book for Maddie. It's like
Okay.
this. It like you can customize the people to make it look like the dad and the
Yeah, yeah,
daughter.
yeah.
So it was really neat, and like the story, like you can kind of tailor it to whatever. So I thought that was really cool. So I was like, this year I was like, man, I want to do something, but I don't want to get her a book because that's kind of like she
Yeah,
already got me
cheating.
a book. I want something special for her. So I mean, it was weird. Like um, I saw this ad for like where you can make a customized song.
Okay.
So I did that. So I literally like use this company. You type as much as you want the song to be about, like what
Yeah.
kind of music. You get to pick the artist, the voice. Like it
What?
was pretty neat. Yeah. I was like, wow, I was very impressed
And then
with the
they use the
service.
artist's voice
Yeah.
to.
So I talk with the artist. I send them like all the
Oh,
information, like
okay, 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 okay,
yeah,
okay.
like my story.
Okay, okay. I was thinking like A-list
No. So
artists. I thought
the website has a bunch of artists,
yeah,
and
yeah,
I
yeah,
just go
yeah.
through it to see like what kind of genre
Yeah,
do
yeah,
they
yeah.
sing and or whatever, like their
I mean,
voice.
I thought you were like trying to take like an A-list celebrity and
No.
they're like
I'm
they're
sure.
taking their voice and I'm sure they can, that's
Yeah,
why.
I'm sure there's probably
I'm sure so,
impersonators that do that.
yeah. Or
Yeah,
there's a pro I'm sure there's a program because they have
yeah,
like that where they take people's faces and do it.
yeah,
Like I'm sure you can take someone's voice, all of the songs that they sing, I'm sure you can like take voices off of the words and like create it.
yeah. So
But it's
I
probably
just did that,
illegal.
and this dude made a song with all the information I gave him, and it was pretty neat. Like
That's
he used
cool.
a lot of my like
Yeah?
words, so
That's
it kind of almost felt like
crazy.
I wrote it. I was
That's
like, oh wow,
cool.
yeah. Um, I
Yeah.
showed it to Diana today because I was like, oh, you know what? I'll show it to her early. Like,
So you played it
why
for
wait
her?
till Mother's Day? So I showed it to her.
How do you get it? Like how do you
So
present
you go to
the
the website. I can text it to you. I forget.
no, how do you present the song to, like how do they give it to you, the
They give it
song?
to you as an MP3 file.
Okay.
So it's actually just like a song, and then there's other different things like they can like help create like slideshows and all these other different things. But I
Okay.
just wanted the audio file because I put it with a video slideshow
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
of all these pictures that kind of
Bro, that's
associate with
cool
the
though.
song.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I just showed it to her. And
That is super
yeah,
cool. That's
so yeah,
super
it's funny. Like
thoughtful.
she saw the because I've made videos a lot, yeah. So she saw the video, she said, "Oh, okay, you made a whatever," and then
Yeah.
she was like, she heard the
Listening to
first
soundtrack.
lyric, and she was like, "Wait, is this? Did you?" I
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, I did." And she's like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Yeah, it was pretty cool."
That's
Like,
cool.
I'll probably do something like this, like on our Dinah doesn't know, but probably like on our 10-year anniversary or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely recommend it, dude. It's pretty cool. It's
That's
pretty neat.
cool.
Like I was very impressed. Like I was
That's
like, man,
cool.
is this gonna be like corny? Like, what if I like do the service and the dude's like a horrible
Okay.
songwriter?
Nah, these
Like,
guys are like trying
yeah,
their
but I'm
best,
like,
you know?
whatever. So definitely impressed. So I will definitely do this again because
That's
I was
cool.
like,
What genre did you pick?
I
Yes.
picked it was just acoustic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it was like acoustic pop or songwriter or something.
Oh,
And
that's
then
cool.
I asked like, hey, can you either do it with a guitar or like piano? I just wanted like a natural, just
Mm-hmm.
like
And what did he do it
ballad
with?
kind of style, like very slow. Um, so yeah, and then it literally it took a week. It took 7 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just
What did he do it with? The piano or the guitar?
we did it with the piano.
Oh,
Yeah, I kind of wanted the guitar, but I was like, the piano, it sounds good too. I was like, oh, okay.
yeah. That's cool.
So yeah,
Could you see where they're from and stuff? Like, do they have where the artist is
uh,
from?
it does have a bio. I don't know. I think it does have where they're from.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, but they had a ton of artists. I was like, it took me
That's
forever
cool too. Like to support these like
yeah, local artists.
artists. Yeah. Younger
So
artists are trying to make it.
I thought it was really neat. But
That's cool.
yeah, I was like, oh, you know what? I want to do something interesting for her. So it turned out pretty good.
Yeah.
Now
So
it's like, dang, I can't freaking
top that. Yeah, that's crazy.
Friday next year. I'll cook dinner or something.
So Shadeson's at the age where I try to get him involved in
Yeah, see, that'd be
making
cool.
gifts. So I think we did it. I think I did it last year with him too, but this year he's kind of old enough where I told him when we were quarantined still, I was like, hey dude, when we get out, we're only gonna have a few days to get mom a present for Mother's Day. It's almost Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And so he remembered. It's kind of crazy. Like he remembered on his own for a while. Like when we got out of quarantine, one of the first places me and him went was like to Home Depot to grab some stuff.
Nice.
And he's walking around Home Depot, and I'm like, what is this kid looking at? Like we're in the cleaning aisle, like grabbing like Lysol and stuff. And he's just like looking at the shelves. I'm like, what is he doing? And he comes up to me after and he's like, I think I found something I want to get mom for Mother's Day. And I was like, what the hell could you find in freaking Home Depot? So I was like, all right, let's go look. He wanted to get her like detergent, like clothes detergent. And I was like, maybe we'll get something else for mom, bro. Yeah. But the funniest thing is like, because that's what he sees Shani doing is like cleaning and chores and stuff. He always wants to get her stuff like that. Like he sees commercials of like Dawn dishwashing soap and stuff that's supposed to be like easy to scrub, and he wants to get her that. Like he wants to get her things to make it easy for her because he sees her doing stuff. So it's thoughtful stuff, but it's like, all right, dude, let's try to think a little bit bigger here. But so we finally went to the mall the other day, and then we picked out a present. And this dude is the worst at keeping secrets. As soon as we bought it, like we walked out the store, and he's like, can I tell mom? Can I tell mom? I'm like, no, don't tell mom. Like we're gonna go have lunch with her, but like she knows we got our present, but don't tell her what we got her. He's like, can I give her a hint? Can I give her a hint? I'm like, no, dude, don't. And it's eating him alive. And he's like, but I have to tell her. Like I don't want to lie to her. I'm like, this isn't a lie though. I was like, just don't. Like it's a surprise. I kept trying to tell him it's a surprise. It's not a lie. It's a surprise. Like you have to wait. And bro, it's been eating him. So we try not to talk about it and not bring up Mother's Day, because if he does, he'll want to tell her. So we don't say anything about it, but he'll try to like look at her, and be like, do you want to know what we got you? Do you want to know what we got you? And she's like, no, it's a surprise. But it's eating him alive. So we have to wait like to the last second to go get a present, because if not, he's gonna blow it and tell her. Yeah.
It's gonna eat him up. That's cute.
But it's cute. But that's what we did we went and got her some stuff. But it was funny.
It's crazy, man. And then Father's Day's coming around, right around the corner. It's like,
Yeah, and then Boys' Day was
Oh yeah,
yesterday. I think it was
I
crazy.
don't
I
know.
was
I
like,
saw post things on it. Yeah,
oh yeah, yesterday was Boys' Day, so we took shares and
I feel like Boys Day and Girls Day, is that like a local thing? I've never heard that on the mainland. Oh,
it's
Japanese thing.
yeah, it's Japanese, I think.
Because I was like, man, I'm like, what the heck? What is this Boys Day, Girls Day?
It doesn't have that and stuff.
Not on the mainland. Like,
Really,
no,
that's interesting.
a day just because you're a boy or a
Really.
girl. Like, that's your birthday.
So do you guys do stuff at your school?
Uh,
So
I think it's
for us,
COVID. It's just nuts. Like we don't really do a lot. I mean,
well,
unless
for us it
class we
was
do
like
it on
simple
the little.
stuff. I don't even know
Yeah,
if you guys do. You guys. So for us in elementary school, at the end of the day, like you'd put your chair up on the desk so the custodian can sweep. Do you guys do
mhm,
that at school?
yeah,
So for us, I remember like for Girls' Day, the boys would put the girls' chair up for them. Like the girls didn't
oh,
have to put a chair up. So it's just like small stuff like that.
yeah. I'm sure like the teachers probably did something
So that.
with them. Yeah, but as a school, yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I don't think you celebrated that big, but like you just I don't know, maybe like you said, just small stuff like putting the chair up for the girl, taking the girls' lunch trays to the trash or something.
Yeah,
It's like something super simple.
yeah.
But
Mm,
I wanna say it didn't like a year or two ago, didn't they get rid of Boys' Day and like make it like Children's Day or something?
dude, I have no idea.
I wanna
Did they
say,
do
but
that
then
thing? Get rid of Boys Day and make it Children's Day or something?
I think they might have a Children's Day. I don't know when.
Yeah.
oh
She says they might, but they don't know when. I don't know.
yeah, for a second I thought they took away Boys' Day and made Children's Day, but I
It's
know
so
they
hard to
did
keep
Boys' Day.
track of like all these dang days. I feel like every day is something.
Yeah, like I don't know how it happened. Like me and Shazen was doing something, and then I don't know how I saw it, but then like I don't know if it's a radio or what, but it's like, oh, Boys' Day is tomorrow, and I was like, what the heck? I was like, Boys' Day is tomorrow, so I had to ask Shani. And she's like, oh yeah, it's Boys' Day tomorrow. I'm like, bro, well, what are we gonna do for him? Like, we gotta do something. Like, he's a boy. But
Man.
have you been back to school though?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been back. Yeah, ever since I got back from training, I've
Mm-hmm.
been
Right back to
in
school.
person. Yeah. But this whole month is just it's crazy because it's last week. It's the last month of school, so I'm just doing all my pretty much my basic closeouts, procedures, big purchases and stuff. So it's just crazy. A lot of procedural stuff, uh, and then I get to find out like who's retiring and who's leaving and all that. So, but
Dude, another thing Shazen did though, the other morning, I was lying down with him, and he's like rubbing my stomach, and he's like, "Do you have a baby in your stomach?" I'm like, "What? No." I was like, "Boys don't have babies in their stomach." He goes, "You have a big stomach though." I'm like, "God dang, kid!" It's like kids say the darnest things. I was like, "Guess I gotta start eating healthier." I was like, "Frick,
dude, I'm down to do Mount Olympus next year.
bro."
All three of us.
That was loud. No, it's funny because Bryce said that Bryce been watching our episodes,
Yeah.
and he said you and Kevin said that you guys were supposed to do Mount Olympus and you guys didn't do it.
Yeah.
So Bryce called you guys out. He's like, hey, he messaged me. He's like, hey, you gotta call James and Kevin out because they said they were gonna do it. And he even said, he's like, at least you didn't say you're gonna do it on the air. I was like, yeah, of course, I would never say something like that.
I am down. Technically, Diana, she wanted to go stop by when
Yeah.
they had Mount Olympus, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was flying in that day, so it was kind of hard
Yeah.
to go with the baby and everything. So it would have been nice. But I told her, I was like, man, one of these days, I feel like um, all of us should just go do a walk-in class and be like, hey, the
You're not gonna
OG
know anybody. You're not gonna know
original
anybody. The coaches are gonna be like,
5:30
who the frick is these guys?
or the original 5:30 classes here in session. You know what? Matter of fact, I'm be coaching today. I'm the assistant coach.
They've been like, who the frick is this group of people? I've never seen them.
I'll start the stretching.
I guarantee you don't know any of the coaches except for Troy and John. But other than that, you don't know none of the coaches.
I don't know any of the coaches. But I'm down. I told her, I was like, dude, I'm telling you, we should go. Kids can be all on the side. I'm sure someone will take them. And we'll have our own little workout session. Be like, hey, if you don't know who we are, aside. This, yeah, this is the
Uh,
OG class. Yeah, Diana said Annie and her can watch all the kids. I was like, okay, fine. Kevin, if you're watching this and then
uh,
upload it, book it. Bryce, book it. All three of
uh,
us will do Mount Olympus next year.
you getting
Right?
crazy.
Call us out. Call us out. I will. If I'm injured, I'll still do it. I just won't do those. But yeah, but if we do it, you got to get us special trophies.
What?
You can't keep doing those bowls, man. No more bowls. All right.
You gotta get on the podium to get a trophy, James.
That's true. No, we'll have our own podium. So out of the three of us, we'll get
They're
first,
dropping.
second, third. So I know for a fact I will podium. But I'm gonna try to shoot for first. But worst case, I get third. I'm okay
They're
with that.
scared.
Yeah, scale. Yeah. But, what was your topic you want to talk about?
It actually kind of ties into this, but like schedules, like who runs your schedule? Like I know a lot of parents like their schedule revolves around their kids a lot.
Yeah.
And I know like for us when we first had Shazen, we kind of wanted to keep him, and and what's weird is it's evolved. My thoughts on this has evolved over time. So at the beginning, before we had him, we're like, oh, we're gonna, everyone says like, oh, keep him on a schedule, like, if he showers every time before bed, he'll get used to like, oh, once he showers, he goes to bed, and like if you do it every day at like 7 o'clock or whatever, he'll get used to it and whatever. But that didn't last for us. Like, it lasted like maybe a month, and we're like, this does not work for us. Like we can't like be on like a super strict schedule like that.
Yeah.
Because we still want to do things that we want to do. Like at the time, like we went to the gym still, so it's like we went to like 6:30 class. So like 6:30 class gets out at 7:30, and it's like he's eating dinner at the gym, and then we're going home by like 8:30. Yeah. So it's like the schedule's all thrown off. But I know a lot of parents out there that try to keep a very strict schedule. But for us at first, it didn't work. But I feel like now that he's older, we're trying to do like little stuff to try to change his schedule, because he still naps.
Yeah.
At like anywhere between 12 and 1, he goes off for a nap.
Yeah.
But thinking forward to like school, he's got to go to kindergarten. It's like he's not going to be able to nap at that time. Yeah. So we're trying to like push his nap times back later, just to set him up for success for school, so he'll be a little bit used to it. But it's getting rough. Like he by like 1:30, he's so out of it. Like he's just like.
What time does he go to bed though?
He goes to bed around like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
Oh, that's not bad. And then what time does he wake up?
He's not bad. He wakes up around 7.
Oh, that's good. That's all right.
Yeah. So and that's the second thing. Like we've got to try to get him up a little bit earlier though, because he's got to get ready to go to school.
Yeah, for school. That's for sure. I mean,
but
schedule. I mean, in the beginning, I think we were trying to like make sure she takes 1 or 2 naps or whatever. Now, Maddie only takes 1 nap, and it can vary. It can be sometimes like at 10. It can be sometimes at 1. I think we're getting better at just like, okay, we're not gonna. Sometimes we'll try to force her to sleep, depending what we're trying to do. It's like, oh, if we got to go somewhere, it's like, hey, we want to make sure she gets a nap before we go, because it's gonna be nuts. But for the most part, we try to plan within that range. As far as around lunchtime, it's pretty hard. Like if we have something around lunchtime, we'll probably either try to force her to sleep early, and if she doesn't, then we're like, okay, you're just gonna be up.
Yeah.
And then we'll do what we have to do, and then she'll sleep in the car on the way back or something like that. As far as like the nighttime schedules, it's pretty regular. We just give her a shower every night around like, I don't know, 7:30 or something like that. Sometimes 6:30. And usually she knows. She's pretty good. She knows once she gets a shower, it's pretty much bedtime.
Yeah.
Sometimes she'll get to play a little bit depending if how early the shower is, but for the most part, she knows like okay, like we're in the room now. Like kind of has a she kind of knows the routine.
Yeah.
Um, but again, like it could totally change when this second baby comes here because
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I don't yeah.
Or even when she gets older, because Shazen went through a phase where he knew he was tired, and he knew like he needed to go down for either a nap or for bedtime.
Yeah.
But he got into this more like Shani would call it like survival mode. He would just like literally bounce off the walls and like try to bring his energy level up so he
Yeah.
doesn't like go to sleep.
Yeah.
And we're like, dude, you just need to like lie down and relax and you're gonna knock out. But he's like trying anything. Like he'll just randomly dance and randomly like do some things. Like, bro, like you need to just chill. And it's getting like crazy out of control kind, and we're like, dude, you're just in survival mode. Just like lie down.
Oh, Maddie, she's doing this crazy thing where she's afraid of water. It's weird. Like during her bath time, like she's been better now, but man, she would freak out. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Seriously, like this, come on, like what in the heck? So we have to like entice her, like, oh look, here's this toy, or try to get her in, and she's been pretty good for the most part now. But I'm like,
that's one of the things that we're like that I feel bad for Shazen, because before COVID, we did a lot of things with him. Like we put him in swim class, and he was actually really good in swim class. Like they would like dunk him underwater and stuff, and he'd be like one of the only kids that wouldn't like cry and freak out about it.
Yeah.
So he was like really good, and then like COVID hit obviously for 2 years, and we didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And now this kid does not want water on his face, and we're like, dude, what the heck?
Really?
Like, yeah. So it's like one of his things he developed is like even when he showers, like he can't like if water goes in his face, like he has to wipe it off with a towel right away, and we're like,
wow,
where the heck? Yeah, like it just developed out of nowhere. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's part of it is because we weren't able to go out to the beach, to the pools, to really get him in like in the waters and stuff. So it's like
I'm sure there'll be a phase like once he figures out like, oh, okay, that's interesting.
And it's like also like it's weird, like he developed and he's gotten over it now, but for that first like I don't know 6 to 8 to 12 months when he really didn't leave the house with Shani.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't go in the car, nothing. He literally just stayed home. And then once we started taking him out after that, like in the car, he would get really bad car sick.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like he threw up like one time. Ooh. And then we're like, what the heck? Like he got really bad car sick. But now he's gotten used to it again. But it's like one of those crazy things is like COVID affected like just him like developing car sickness and a fear of water in his face.
It's just interesting because like, man, for the past 2 years, it's like everyone's been living so differently. I mean, like even me and Dinah, we talk about it all the time. Like when we went to the hospital, everything was normal. There was no lockdowns, there was no masks. Like we went in, and then literally when we left, it was like a pandemic. We're like, what is going on? Like it was like The Walking Dead. We're like, what in the world? So,
like we had Shazen in like sports. Like he did like a soccer season before COVID, and then like he couldn't, like interact with other kids, and it's like it just kind of sucks. Like I feel like for him, it was not a crucial stage, but it was like a kind of like a fundamental stage where he could have had a lot of opportunities to grow and do things in there. But it's like just because of COVID, we weren't able to do so.
I mean, it's just like we're constantly like when Maddie turns 3, we're like, hey, like we're thinking about like soccer. You know, I'm pretty sure my father-in-law is gonna do the tennis thing, and we just want to get her out there to experience like all different, like even bowling, like whatever. Just
see what she wants. Yeah, just do whatever.
It's like, hey, just try all this stuff. Swimming.
Yeah, she just got trouble. So
there's a swimming class that like they take all the way up to like 6 months.
Yeah,
we're like, wow, I don't. Yeah, so we're gonna try to get on the wait list on that because I think the Croc Center they don't take until 3. So
oh really?
We're like, oh, that kind of sucks. So
yeah.
Dinah found this other place where they take all the way from 6 months. I was like, oh wow. So hopefully we can get Maddie into that. And she's gonna freak out. I feel like she's gonna
there were kids though, like it's just one of those things where it's like other parents understand. Like there were other kids in the class that were just constantly freaking out of the water. And it's understandable. I felt bad for them because even though like the kids are freaking out and the teachers know, the teachers still like they dunk them in the water to get them used to it.
Yeah.
And the kids are just free, and you feel so bad. It's like, dang, like did you have to? But as a parent, like the parent's paying for it, so it's like the teacher has to, you know?
Yeah. No, it's gonna be interesting. Like, I don't know my tolerance of like, okay, she's crying. Like, am I traumatizing her by doing this, or is this like a part like this is
Probably. I don't think they're getting traumatized, honestly.
because it's like I don't want this experience where she's never gonna go into water.
Yeah.
It's like at what point it's like I don't know. And I'm
I
sure
honestly think at a this young age, I don't think that would come to. I think you have to be older. Honestly, I think you have to be like, I don't know, like 10 or something, for it to be that traumatizing.
No, dude, I'm pretty sure something happened to Shazen right now. He's gonna remember if it's something crazy traumatizing.
But I don't think it would traumatize him like that, though.
You wouldn't think so. Like, think about kids that are like molested and stuff. Like, they remember that stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's some crazy stuff, dude. Or
no, yeah, that.
If the kid sees his mom like get murdered, like, dude, you're not gonna forget that. Like, I think once you can comprehend and critically think, like Jason, like you said, he's pretty smart. Like, he can critically think and take in information and internally, like, oh, I understand. Like, dude, I feel like once you get to that level, like,
but I feel like it's processing the information differently. Like, I think they can process and understand the information, but I think it affects you differently as they get a little bit older. Like you said, like where it traumatizes them to be afraid of something.
Yeah.
I feel like you might have to be a little bit older where like it'll long term affect you.
Yeah. I mean, everyone responds to things differently. So
yeah.
But I'm just like, dude, I'm always worried. Like sometimes when I do stuff, I'm like Maddie will cry. And I'm like, just, it's okay. Like in the bath, I was trying to give her a bath. She was freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, am I going to traumatize her? Like, cause Diana, she tells me all the time, like Maddie will be like, no. And I'll be like, no. You know, I'm just playing with her. And she's like, what are you teaching her? When she says no, it's supposed to be no. And I'm like, oh, you're right. Okay. You're right. Like, if I said no to her, I would expect Maddie to stop. So if I don't stop, what behavior are you teaching her? I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Good point. I can't. You trumped me on that one. Got it. But interesting. But I know there's. I don't know if we will buy one, but man, I've been looking at vans. And I don't know, man. I never thought I would have bought a minivan. I thought I was definitely an SUV, but I was binge watching like minivan reviews. And dude, the Honda Odyssey is legit. I'm telling you right now, Honda, if you ever watch Faddah Figures, I will take a free Honda Odyssey and I will do a vlog review for a whole year of having that car every week to show all the cool perks. I'd have to have a tripped out ride, the most expensive edition. If you give it to me, I'm telling you, we have a 2-year-old, we have a baby on the way in October. Honda, if for whatever crazy reason, I will be your spokesperson because the Honda Odyssey is legit. Those features, dude. Oh my God, I'm like, I get excited thinking about it.
It's weird that you said that because I don't think I didn't think I'd ever get a van too, but if I were to ever get a van, and I don't know if I would get, and it's not even out yet, but I would get the Dodge. I think I don't know what it's called, but it's a Dodge, but it has a Hellcat engine in it, so it's like super. It has like 702 horsepower.
Dude, what is the purpose of having that kind of engine in a freaking van, dude?
Bro, if we're ever running late to soccer practice or any practice, like we'll be there on time.
No, you want. I'm thinking about gas mileage. I'm thinking about ease of use. Like, I don't know. I haven't seen the dog yet. Now you got
horsepower. Bro, it's fast. 700. I think it's like 702 horsepower. I think.
Why the fuck would you ever need it, especially in Hawaii, bro?
Fast.
You gonna go fast in traffic? Yeah, you're gonna use that freaking big
on the weekend we're gonna go to H3. We're gonna go Kaneohe and be there in like 10 minutes.
Well, you can have that and spend a hell of a lot on gas. And again, Honda, I hope you're listening. Honda Odyssey, I will
Bro,
take it.
what if they come up with a do they have an electric van yet? I haven't really looked.
I'm pretty sure they do, but man, I'm still hesitant on getting a full electric because I don't trust it. Like,
Really?
yeah, because I'm just like, I
Don't
don't know,
trust what? Like the
the battery. Like, think about how many times we've had electronic stuff and the battery just
I
all of a
guess so,
sudden stop working.
I guess so.
I don't want to be stuck with my kids driving one day in my
Yeah.
Tesla or whatever, and my battery craps out on me.
That is true.
So I will stay with
I
the
don't-
hybrid or
I'm
just a
sure
regular-
there's so
Yeah.
many gauges where they're reading the battery
I just
like
I just
life.
feel when you get too involved with technology, it's just
Because even the iPhones now, you can like read the health of your battery on your iPhone now.
yeah, but think about it. Like everything needs to go right. Like if my phone dies, I'm not gonna die. If my car dies and I'm on H1, I feel like I'm gonna die.
But I don't think you ever hear of that. Like you would have heard of 1 or 2 cases by now. I don't think you heard of that.
True.
You've heard of like the drive
I just-
assist like crashing people,
feel like
but
it's still too new. You know,
I mean,
I just feel like, like when the iPhone came out, I didn't want it.
hasn't Tesla been on at least 5 years now?
I don't know. I just feel like it's still new, and I still see those horror stories where their freaking engines are on fire or whatever. And
Really?
yeah,
Tesla
so,
engines, like the batteries catch on fire?
yeah, the car's on fire or something.
Really?
So I'm just like,
I've never seen that. The only thing I've seen was like the people that do the auto drive,
yeah,
and then they just fall asleep, but it just crashes.
yeah. And plus, have you seen inside a Tesla? It is not a family car.
No, it's not, I know it's not, but I'm just saying the technology's been out.
Yeah,
Because dude, in the mainland, don't they have like driverless like Ubers and like driverless
they do.
like stuff? So it's like,
They have like, I think Domino's has their driverless thing, and
yeah.
What is it? I mean, Google. They have their Google Maps car that drives all the way around by itself.
Really?
Yeah.
See, so it's like, I feel like the technologies, it's been out there, it's developed enough.
If it was me, I'd be okay. But because I have Maddie and my future boy, I'm just like, you know what? No, I'm okay.
I feel like you're just over it. I don't think it'll be that bad. I feel like you could end up stranded, but I don't think it'll just die in the middle of nowhere.
Dude,
in the middle of driving it.
I don't want to be stranded anywhere, not even for 30 minutes with a newborn.
You'll be at the mall and you can't get home.
3-year-old. Yeah. I will pass. Like I said, man, I'm pretty set on this Honda Odyssey. Diana doesn't know, but I really
if I could afford, I think I would want to try like an all electric car. I'd want to try.
It's tough, man. One of my friend has one. She has a Tesla. Yeah. I mean, it looks cool. I give you that. But then where are you gonna charge it?
At home.
But that's expensive too.
I mean, it's not. I don't think it's that expensive.
You can't just plug it into the wall.
I know Tesla has. Yeah, Tesla has converters where you can plug into regular outlets.
I don't know, man. I will pass. I will wait till it gets really, really good, and it gets so good that it gets cheaper.
If I could have afforded it, I would have got the new Ford truck. Like when I needed like when my truck broke down, I wanted that new Ford truck, the electric one. If I could have afforded, I would have gotten that.
Their electric cars do look nice, or the truck at least looks nice.
Yeah, and it's just cool because like I could have run like the power tools on it and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Very expensive though.
Yeah. What was another? I know there was. Oh my God. Have you been following the whole God, what is that thing? The Roe versus Roe v. Wade thing? The whole abortion
No, I haven't.
So supposedly
I know something got leaked.
Yeah. I guess there's a chance that it can get reversed or whatever, where people it could be where it's gonna be legal for people to get abortions and stuff. I don't know why it irritates me so much that we have so much messed up stuff that we can fix in this world,
Uh-huh.
and they're trying to worry about abortions. I'm just
So
like,
I don't know anything about it. So right now, abortions are illegal.
it depends on the state, like every
Okay.
state. But right now, because of this Roe v. Wade, federal. I mean, Diana can probably say it a lot better than me, and I'm probably saying it wrong. But I guess the Supreme Court is on a federal level,
Uh-huh.
so like they're kind of the guideline across the
Uh-huh.
whole U.S. Now
Uh-huh.
the states can follow that, or they can
Uh-huh.
kind of go their own. But usually, most states will follow kind of the
Yeah.
guide, and they
Uh-huh.
can kind of go up and down, whatever. But
Uh-huh.
if the guide goes away, now every state can kind of do whatever the hell they want.
Whatever they want.
So
So what are they voting? What did they, and it's not even like voted on yet, but there's whatever was leaked. What were they leaning towards?
getting away with it.
So they're gonna
No
make
longer have that, I guess, guideline where it says, you know what, hey, we want the guideline to be this. So they're gonna pretty much like erase that law in a sense.
and what is the law now? So like the law is the
What's the
after
law?
so many weeks you can't get an abortion.
23 weeks.
23 weeks.
So after 23 weeks
After
you
23
cannot
weeks.
get abortion. And then so they're gonna change it where you can get an abortion at any time.
No, they're gonna change it where you can never get an abortion.
Oh, you can never get an abortion.
So the law is 23 weeks. So that's gonna go away. So there's gonna be no guide. So now
Oh,
states, like Florida, or I think it was Texas, where they said, you know what, we're gonna do, what was it, like 6 weeks? So remember, every state can kind of choose whatever.
yeah.
So Texas was like, you know what, screw whatever we're gonna do 6 weeks. I'm like, some people don't even know they're pregnant until like
Yeah.
2 months.
Yeah.
How do you like that? It boggles my mind. So like,
Yeah.
so, and other states follow, the guide, whatever the Supreme Court. So
Yeah. Yeah.
now if they
But they're
take that law
taking
away,
away.
states could be like, you know what, we're gonna say 4 weeks, and it's like,
Oh.
and then there's some states where they're like, we don't care if you get raped, you still have to. Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
it
Oh,
just
that's
doesn't.
crazy.
I don't know, man. It just irritates me so much. Like the people, like the main people that's really for this are like Republicans,
Okay.
and it makes me sick.
And their
Like,
reasoning behind of it is
I know it's
because
God, yeah, but like, it just makes me sick that the same people that are like, don't tell me what to do with my body. Don't tell me. You can't force me to put a mask on. You can't force me to freaking, get vaccinated. That's my body, my choice. But those same people are like, oh no, but you can't get an abortion. And it's like,
yeah.
I like, for me, my views on abortion, I don't think you should have it. That's just my views.
Mm-hmm.
But my view doesn't mean you can't do it.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to get an abortion, hey, that's, you live with that.
Yeah.
You have an abortion doesn't affect my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so I don't see why, like, it just irritates me. Like,
That's crazy.
I was talking to Diana about it. I was like, I guarantee you, if men could get pregnant, like, I saw this comedian where they said, if guys can get pregnant, I guarantee you could get abortion pills like in the vending machine around the corner. Like, this wouldn't even be a thing.
That is probably true.
But because
Majority of them are
men that are like telling people, no, women, you can't, like, it just, I don't know,
crazy.
man. Like, it's crazy. Remember I told you about Lanvo? Like, she's like the psychic. She was like,
Yeah.
someone's gonna be in politics, whatever. I always was like, you know what, Dinah, it's you. You're the attorney. But like, she's like, no, I don't want anything to do with that. Like, I feel like, honestly, dude,
You're gonna race against BJ Penn?
I think I'm gonna go into politics, and I'm just so sick and tired of these crazy people in politics that don't do anything. And I don't know, man. It's just so stupid.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, and what's sad is, like, there's gonna be all these people in these states, like Hawaii. We don't have to worry because freaking abortion's never gonna go in Hawaii. We're Democrat. Like,
So what in Hawaii? What's the law? Like, can you have an abortion or?
babe, what's the law here in Hawaii? You can have it. I don't know the exact
Time frame, but
yeah, But Hawaii, but any states that are like Republican, I'm almost positive, dude, they're gonna
They're
give
gonna go like
all these strict laws. And what's sad is like all these people that get pregnant and they want abortion, they're either gonna have to try to go to another state,
move. Yeah,
but some people don't have money for that, so they're
yeah,
gonna try to do like black market stuff, and it's just I feel like people, man, I don't know, I'm just very irritated,
yeah.
and I'm just like I don't know,
Crazy.
like it is. I'm just like,
So
who's
like I've seen the news pops up and I've seen people posting about it, but I never understood. I've never looked into it. Like I didn't know what 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 exactly the details were.
yeah, and it's just I don't know, man. The whole it irritates me because a lot of people like bring like God into it, and they're all
Yeah,
like, oh, you know, God this and God, like I'm just like I don't know, man. I'm like, bro, like I just feel like if God was here and Jesus was here, he wouldn't be like hating on everyone, like, oh, you're gay, I hate
yeah,
you. Like, I'm just
yeah,
like, I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not a pastor, whatever. But I just feel sometimes Christians are like the meanest people, man. They're the worst. I feel like they're the number one people that are always like you have to live this way. You have to live this way. Yeah, and then they're
for a
like,
certain group, I feel like for a certain
yeah,
group of
there's
Christians,
certain groups of yeah, and then they're the same people that are like, well, wait, don't tell me how to live my life. Don't tell me I have to do this way. But I'm like, you're telling everyone to live. You can't be gay. You can't do this. You can't
yeah,
have abortion. I'm just like, I don't know, dude. I feel like sometimes the U.S. man. I love living in America, but sometimes I'm like, damn, dude.
aside
Like,
from me, sometimes it's easier to just not even like think about all of that stuff because it's just crazy.
it's just hard, man.
Just
It's
live
hard.
in my little
Just
bubble.
think about it. God forbid my kids get raped or whatever happens. What if you live in a state whenever these days and it's illegal? It's like
Yeah,
I'm like, it just boggles my mind that someone can say, regardless if you're Christian or whatever your views are, to say, look, this 14-year-old girl or anyone that
you made
got
a
raped,
mistake. Yeah, or you
you
made a
have to
mistake or
have this
something.
baby.
Yeah,
I'm like, how are you gonna force someone to have this kid that got raped or like incest?
yeah.
You know, I'm just like, it. I don't get it, man.
That's
I'm glad I
crazy.
don't live in those states.
Yeah.
I love Texas, but Texas is you guys are dumb. Like, sorry if anyone's from Texas listening to this. I love you guys, but yeah, you guys are dumb.
Crazy.
Sorry.
It's just crazy. The
Yeah,
politics in general is just so hard.
like,
I almost choose not to even like think about it and like look into it because
but
it's just like it's the more you look into it, the more you're like, this is like you said, this is a messed up world that we live in. The more you look into it.
what I don't understand is, I don't think I'm that smart. I would hope to think all these people that are in politics should have some
You'd be
normalcy
surprised
or
what kind
smartness
of
to
people are
realize,
out there, man.
like think about it. Like just the rail, for an example. Like you would think a normal, like Chris, you're a business owner. It doesn't take rocket science to realize this is how much it should cost. Like I wonder, let's hypothetically, I was your client and you told me, oh James, yeah, we can
Bro,
remodel your home for $100,000. Oh yeah, that sounds cool. And then I realized a year into it, my house is still
what's
not
going
done,
up? It's going up,
and
yeah.
now I need another $100,000.
But
And I
no, you
just,
know what's sad though? There are contractors that do that though.
but how? I don't
There
understand.
are.
I don't understand how does that happen?
They're
How is
they're
no one
almost like
held accountable?
scam artists. They're almost like scam artists,
And
and
they should
like
go to jail.
yeah, but they're the
Like,
way their contracts are written, like, and
like,
the way they get away with it, it's like
I don't.
people don't read the contracts correctly,
Then those
and
people should be held liable. And just like how the government takes our money if we mess up on our taxes,
mhm,
sorry, you messed up on this contract. Like, I just feel like
yeah,
it doesn't make sense to me how we live in a world that is capitalism where you do something stupid over and over and over again for 10 years in any business, people are going to get fired. There's going to
Yeah.
be accountability. But I feel like in our government, I keep giving my taxes. Like, you know what's crazy? I think I feel like I'm really mad and frustrated this year because I owed a ton of taxes. I don't know if I told you, I owed like $8,000 in taxes, which I don't understand why. Like, why that nothing's really changed. I don't know why
Yeah.
I ended up owing $8,000 in taxes. Well, okay, we made a little bit more money, but I don't think $8,000 of a difference in taxes. So I feel like, look, you're taking my hard-earned money. I better see something changed, like
Bro.
either in my healthcare, in my education for kids, the roads, like something, the damn rail. Like,
Yeah.
I just feel like, I don't know, man. I'd be a horrible politician, I guess, because I'd be firing everybody. Like, no one would want to work with me. I'd probably
Yeah.
get shot. Like, it just, oh
It's
man.
crazy.
I hate giving my money to people
Bro,
where it's not
don't
being
own a
used
business
effectively.
then. Bro, we pay G taxes like monthly,
Uh-huh.
and then we pay like quarterly taxes on top of that, and then we still pay taxes at the end of the year. It's like
But see, like those taxes that you pay, why do you
constantly.
pay those taxes? Like, where does that money go? Like, I don't understand as a business owner,
Yeah,
why do you
that's
pay those
why.
taxes?
That's why.
Chris, you
No
gotta
one
ask
knows.
those questions. I'd be
Bro.
like, hey, what is this tax for? Like, I don't understand. Like, is this the tax that I'm paying? Is this bettering me, my business?
Bro, it's
Like, is
crazy.
this a union? Like, I don't. Oh God, I can go on for days. I'm sorry. Like,
I think technically it's supposed to go to the people that are supposed to be looking into like the illegal businesses and stuff, but it's like it doesn't work. Like, there's still a lot of
they
illegal
should get fired.
businesses.
You know what? Give me my money back. Give me my money. It's like insurance. Give me my
Yeah.
money back. Like, oh my God, dude. I don't know.
It's crazy.
If I do run for politics, Chris, I better have your vote.
Your platform better be good.
Your vote, I better have Kevin's vote. I'm not going to be a Republican or Democrat. I don't know what I'm going to be, but I'm going to be.
Isn't
the
there like a
truth.
non-party?
Yeah, non-party. I'm
Non-party.
going to be about the truth and freaking dropping the hammer down. That's what I'm about.
Hopefully, BJ Penn will save us.
Oh my God, dude, BJ Penn, he doesn't have a chance, bro.
What's he running for? He's running for
Governor, I think, yeah.
governor
There's no
Big
way
Island.
he's going to win.
Bro, I think there's a chance. There's a chance.
Okay, what in their right mind? Like, why would I choose BJ? Like, what is his credentials? That is true. A lot of people chose Trump, but that's because those people that chose Trump are
just a business person. They thought he was a business person.
I feel like Hawaii, there are more smart people than
bro.
dumb people.
You underestimate BJ Penn is like the biggest star in Hawaii.
He's a household name, but I just feel Green. He has a track record. Like,
but people are gonna like hate him. People are gonna hate him because he's pushing like the vaccine and pushing all that other stuff.
Chris, how about this? If BJ Penn wins, I will owe you another 100 burpees.
Bro, you didn't even pay the other one. I feel like he had a chance though. Like, I feel like you can't count him out. Dude, if Arnold Schwarzenegger
have a chance in Hilo.
If Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor of California.
Yeah, but California, they're stupid too. Like, come on, you know how much debt California's in? What good did Arnold Schwarzenegger do?
But he made it.
He did make it.
And as a stuff, so you never know. BJ Penn has a chance, bro.
The Rock. Oh, Ventura.
Yeah, Ventura of California.
That way to go, California. Like, I just feel if you would tell me like Brother was gonna run and when he was alive, yeah, he gonna win.
But I feel that BJ has, and I could be very wrong, but I think BJ's mom she did something for politics too. I think she was in some kind of political thing. So I think he has some type of background in politics.
The good thing is, what do we got to lose? Like I said, man, let's shake it up. Everyone's got a puncher's chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't won in a while.
2 years, just let him be governor for 2 years and see what happens, you know? What do we got to lose? Just 2 years of our lives.
God,
Can't get any worse in the
if he wins,
rail.
if BJ Penn wins, mark my words, I will run for governor. Not next year, not
That's
2
scary.
years, but let me get my street cred up. Let people know my name, and I will run for governor. Probably not governor, maybe
I
mayor.
think he
I
has
don't
a
know.
chance though.
What's a step?
Forget, yeah,
Councilman? I don't know.
yeah, like city
District.
councilman maybe.
I would run for my district. I don't even know who my
Yes,
person is.
maybe we should start with that. Eddie, I mean not Eddie. I think it's Toba.
Our
Augie
district.
T. I think so. I think Augie T is the Eva Beach.
I know he ran, but man, Augie T too, bro. If you listen, stop doing those dang commercials, bro.
What
All
commercials?
The freaking rent-a-car commercial. You're a
Oh,
politician. You shouldn't be doing commercials. So if you're
maybe
listening,
that's from before he got voted in. Maybe his contract was still going. He still has a contract with them.
no, you know how I know he was doing that when he was in politics? Because he did a little snippet that was like driving and he was like, "Oh, I hit a pothole. Maybe somebody should do something about it."
Oh, for real?
Like, yeah, I was like,
I didn't see that commercial.
One,
I didn't see this
I was hella
commercial.
cheeky. Two, you should know better. Like, if you got money to do that, like, you should know better. Like, come on.
I gotta look at that
You're
commercial.
doing great things in our district if you're my district person, but stop doing commercials. You need to be doing something
I
else.
could be wrong, but I think he is, or I could be very wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. He's a good guy. He comes to our school, but I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't know what I'm talking about.
I mean, what do honestly what I mean, like they're the voice of their district, but really, what can they can't do much.
They should be able to do, like, if I was my district,
but they have no power. They just speak for the people, and it's up to the people above them.
That they have no choice but to listen to me. Like, I
mean,
make so much.
They're listening. I'm sure they're listening. Like, they're listening to them, but they're just not. They're not doing anything.
Think about all the main people in politics. Like, some people talk noise that shouldn't even talk because they're just blabbing because they just want clicks.
Yeah.
They're getting seen, and things happen. So I'm pretty sure if you want change, it's gonna happen. It's just how bad you want it. I just feel there's no, I don't know, man. Hawaii, I hope I don't have to move, man.
That's crazy because you ever listen in during COVID, someone sent me like a link. You could listen in on like when those council members have meetings and they want to hear from the people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they open it up, right? And you're supposed to be able to go into the wherever they're at and say your voice. But during COVID, they weren't able to do that, so you had to call in. Yeah. And they had like a live Zoom thing where you could like listen into it. Mm-hmm. And I think I forget exactly what it was about, this topic. It was something about COVID. It was either the masks or the vaccine forcing on people or something. But bro, there's like, I was listening to it while I was working, and there's like people calling in, and some of the ways that the politicians talk to these people calling in, like, a lot of it is rude. Like, these politicians are like rude to these people. I can see. I'm like, dang, bro. Like, you didn't like. They took the time to call in, and you didn't even like give them like full attention or like any like legitimate answers to their questions. You just pretty much hung up on some of them, and it's like, just cut them off. I'm like, that's crazy.
Well, it also depends on what the question is. If they're asking dumb questions,
no, bro, there was. I mean,
about.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not the governor. I'm I'm a little wee
man. Yeah.
So if they're asking questions like that, I'd be doing the same thing. Like, look, go.
But there's like people like I remember some people like calling in with like their like just their thoughts and their experiences and stuff, and then like they would just like dismiss them and just blow them off and be like, well, that's your story, but there's other people out there. It's like, dang, that's crazy. Like, you couldn't even like listen to them and like sympathize with them.
Yeah, you can't make everyone happy for sure, but dang, dude. All right, man. I noticed we are over our hour mark.
Yeah.
Kevin, we miss you. Hope you're having a good time. Make sure you wear your mask coming back here.
Bro, I heard inside scoops. I heard D and Finn was like easy to fly with. But for some reason D said Kev was hard to fly with. I don't know. I don't know what the whole story is. We're gonna have to get it from Kevin when he comes back.
We're gonna have to hear it from your mouth,
But
stop being.
I think D texted the wives that it was easy to fly with Finn, but Kevin not so much. So I want to hear the story to that.
Yeah, I want to hear that story too. All right.
All
All
right.
right, man. I will see you next week.
Yep.
All right.
Shoots.
Shoots.